And we are recording. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Animation Combination with your host, Ibrahim, aka Mark Brown. Here we are again for round 2 of my season 4 of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Animation Edition. None of our contestants won the million, so our top 5 are coming back for a second chance at the million. And starting off round 2, we have with us our friend who's been here on a previous season, and in round 1, Mr. Milan Harrison. How are you?
I'm doing really good, Mark. I'm excited to try to reach that prize. We'll see what happens.
Yes. The round 2 is a bit harder because it's like you have to go home or go broke kind of mentality. So for people who missed the first round or don't know who you are, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure thing. So my name is Milan. Animation major, so study animation. I'm really into that, obviously, because I'm on the show.
Yeah.
But currently I work at Disneyland through the Disney College Program internship. So I'm there all the time, and I'm really loving that experience.
Nice. That's the dream job for all of us, I guess. So for those of you, if you're tuning in for the first time, it's a 12-question multiple choice game about anything even remotely related to the field of animation. As long as Milan keeps getting questions right, he goes higher up the ladder. Once he gets one wrong, that's the end of the game, and he leaves with the last number of points from the last safe haven. He has 3 lifelines to help him, 50-50 gets rid of 2 wrong answers. A phone a friend if he chooses. He can call someone for help or ask the expert. This season, our expert is Mr. Eli Sanza, animation entertainment junkie who's won the game show last season. We've asked him all these questions previously. Milan can see how he answered, decide if he wants to go with that or not. Milan, are you ready to play Millionaire?
I'm ready to play.
Great. Saves me from talking as well. All right. I'm going to share my screen. Do you see the Millionaire screen?
I do.
Okay, let me just fix this here. All right. So this is your ladder of points. Remember, the yellow ones are your benchmarks. Once you get to those, you can't lose them no matter what. And everyone, again, here's the expert Eli Sanza. Check out his blog, junkieblood@wordpress.com. So Milan, pay attention to what he says. I won't read this again, but he's basically good in everything. American animation, older the film is, he's good with that, and TV between 60s and 90s. Not good at Studio Ghibli. So keep that in mind. Are you ready?
I'm ready, yes.
Let's go. 500 points. Which of the following Disney canon films is about a wooden puppet who comes to life and yearns to be a real boy? Is it A, Pinochle, B, Pincushions, C, Pine Nuts, or D, Pinocchio?
Given the choices, I'm going to go for D, Pinocchio. Final answer.
Yes, nothing's final, so you say final answer. You are surprisingly correct. Good job.
Oh, nice! I got it.
That's a real surprise. You got that one. Woo! Mr. Pinocchio. I think this is one of the best Disney films one ever made.
I very much agree.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it, and I know Guillermo del Toro was supposed to work on his own stop motion adaptation of this, but it's been in development for so long. but now Disney's working on a live action remake of this.
That's right. And wasn't the Del Toro version not even affiliated with Disney?
Yeah, it wasn't Disney. It was based on the book itself.
Yeah, and that seems super cool. I'd love to see a fresh take on it for sure. It's based off of book source material instead of the Disney source material.
Yeah, it seemed to be very dark, because the book and everything. I hope that gets made one day, but we'll see.
Let's hope so.
Okay, Milan, the next one's 1,000. I have to remind you, if you get it wrong, you'll leave with nothing. I don't think that will happen, but just to remind you. 1,000.
Let's hope not.
Which of the following Blue Sky Studios films features characters from a comic strip created by Charles M. Schulz? Is it A, Ice Age the Meltdown, B, Rio, C, Ferdinand, or D, the Peanuts movie?
I will go with D, the Peanuts movie. Final answer.
You could not pay me to read a comic strip about Ice Age the Meltdown characters. Your answer is correct. Good job.
That's cool. I'm a really big fan of the Peanuts movie. For sure, my favorite Blue Sky movie.
Oh, by far. This is Blue Sky's magnum opus. I don't know if they'll ever top the Peanuts movie.
So good, so sweet, and really good honoring the original strip for sure.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yeah, they didn't throw in like pop culture references or stuff. They kept it to the nature of the comic strip and the original like animated specials and whatnot.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, if you haven't seen this, check it out. Okay, Milan, you have 1,000, but we want to get you higher. 2,000 points. In the 1950 Disney canon film Cinderella, what material is the slipper that Cinderella loses made of? Is it made of wood? Made of iron? Made of glass? Made of leather?
Well, I think a leather shoe would be the most comfortable. She did lose a glass slipper, so that would be C. Final answer.
I wonder what a glass slipper would feel like to wear. Must be very fragile.
Probably.
Your
I mean,
answer,
it did make a movie.
your answer is correct. Good job. Funny stories, like in some of the early like Cinderella type stories that led up to this fairy tale, they have like the slipper being made from different materials, and one of the earliest materials they use is a squirrel fur.
Oh goodness!
Yeah. So
wow,
that'd be a different story.
doesn't seem as royal.
Yeah, no, it doesn't exactly. Okay, got 2,000. Let's keep going. 5,000. Which of the following Pixar films was the first animated film to gross over $1 billion at the worldwide box office? A. A Bug's Life. B. Toy Story 3. C. Cars. Or D. Ratatouille.
The answer is B. Toy Story 3. Final answer.
I was just gonna say that I know you're the go-to Pixar guy. So you definitely knew this. Your answer is correct. I think up to now there are only 5 or 6 animated films that made $1 billion. But this was
okay. Toy Story 3, and then
Frozen.
Despicable Me 2, Frozen.
Yeah. Minions.
And did Despicable Me 3 make it?
No, I think Zootopia and Finding Dory.
Oh, that's awesome. Zootopia is so good.
Yeah.
Those Finding Dory.
Yeah, so those. I'm glad Toy Story 3 was the first one. That one deserved it.
It sure did. It's
Despicable Me 2, probably not.
I haven't seen the third one yet, actually.
Don't waste your time. But all right, 5,000 points. Let's keep going. 10,000. The animated Disney short Inner Workings, which is about the battle between the brain and heart of an employee who works at Boring, and Glum, debuted in front of which Disney film theatrically? Was it A. Frozen, B. Moana, C. Big Hero 6, or D. Zootopia?
The answer is B. Moana. Final answer.
You sound very confident about this. Well, let's see. Your answer is correct.
There we go.
Like, I saw this in theaters, and even I had to think for a second. Wait a minute, which one was this playing in front of?
It's super cool, and I really like the song in the end credits, California Loco, and they released it on iTunes, so I got it.
Oh, nice. I forgot there was a song. That totally slipped my mind.
Yeah, it's in my Disney playlist now, and when it comes up, everybody's like, "What's this?"
What is
the Disney song California Loco?
Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got to see this again, but I did like the story, and I liked the battle between the brain and the heart. That was a good dynamic there.
Yeah, it's a fun short. I like it a lot.
Yep. Okay, Milan, you're doing fine. No lifelines yet. You're 2 away from the next benchmark. Let's see if we can get you to there at least. 20,000. What is the name of the fictional country where Gru's twin brother Drew lives in the 2017 Illumination Entertainment film Despicable Me 3? And you just said you never seen this movie.
Yes. How sad.
I'm glad I didn't accidentally mention this earlier.
Man.
A. Felonia. B. Tajikistan. C. Fredonia. Or D. Balkash.
Man, no, I really wish I've seen this movie just for this question.
Well, you have lifelines if you need.
Yes, I have no clue. So, the expert did say he was an expert in American animation. So, Let's ask the expert about this one.
So we're hoping Eli has seen this and knows this, right?
Yes, I'm hoping so.
Let's go. We asked Eli this, and he said, "Don't ask me."
No!
I think he and you were in the same boat. Y'all two didn't see it.
Well, this is just going to be a complete shot in the dark.
Well, you could use the 50-50 and get
I could use I'm guessing, okay, I'm thinking it's Felonia or Fredonia because they're the most similar sounding names.
So if you use the 50-50, maybe one of those will remain.
All right, I'm leaning Felonia, but I'm going to use my 50-50, and if that stays, I'm going to go with it.
All right.
All right, so let's use my 50-50.
All right, we have to use a second lifeline on this, but you got to do that sometimes, and it's Tajikistan, Estonia.
There it went.
There it went.
All right, well, I don't have a clue. But since Fredonia and Felonia were kind of similar, I'm feeling like it's one of those. So I'm going to go with C. All right, here we go. C, Fredonia. Final answer.
Final answer. Milan, you had no idea. You asked Eli, he had no idea. You took a 50-50 and took a guess. You get this right, you keep going. You get it wrong, that's the end of the game, and that's the end of round 2 for you. Milan, your answer is correct.
Oh, all right. I just learned something.
Nice. So see, now you'll never forget Despicable Me 3 takes place in Fredonia. Well,
is that Fredonia right there?
That's Fredonia, yeah. I think it's supposed to be based on like a Greek, Eastern European type of town. I mean, like setting. So.
Wow. Got it. Surprise.
I'm glad you went for that. Yeah, I threw in Felonia and Fredonia, I think, exactly for that purpose. So hey, it helped you. So
yeah, for sure.
And you had to use 2 lifelines, but hey, you still have one more expert left. So hopefully,
man, Eli, I wish he'd seen it, but okay, I can understand his reasons not to.
Yeah, it's not worth seeing. Okay, Milan, the next one, the 32,000. You get it right, you have that no matter what. Get it wrong, you're down to 1,000. Here we go. 32,000. What name does Cruz Ramirez choose as the first name of her alias when participating in the Demolition Derby in the 2017 Pixar film Cars 3? A. Felicia. B. Freddie. C. Francis. Or D. Florence?
The answer is C. Francis. Final answer.
I feel this one was a little bit better for you than Despicable Me 3. Your answer is correct.
Yay!
Do you remember what her last name was that she used?
Was it started with a B? Francis Beltline. Beltline. Okay.
Yeah, Beltline.
I remember McQueen. He was Chester Whipplefilter.
Chester.
I like the car in the audience. He's like, "You go get him, Whipplefilter." I love that line.
I love that scene. It's family
It's
night.
so cool.
No cursing.
It's family.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh man.
Okay, great job, Milan. You kept your last experts for the last 5, so that's a good strategy. You have 32,000. So right now you have a total of 52,000 for both rounds. But the game is to get to the million, right? You're 5 away. Let's keep going. 64.
That's right.
In which of the following Disney canon films does actor Ben Wright not lend his voice to one of the film's characters? A. 101 Dalmatians. B. The Jungle Book. C. The Great Mouse Detective. Or D. The Little Mermaid.
And I have no clue.
Well, you could use your expert, and I would suggest guessing on this anyway because you have nothing to lose.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my expert. Let's hope Eli knows this one.
I hope Eli knows this one. Well, good thing it's Disney. It's not Despicable Me 3, so he might know.
Exactly.
Let's go to Eli, and we asked him. He said,
Yeah.
I know it's either The Jungle Book or The Great Mouse Detective.
Okay.
So, not a definitive answer, but it at least guides you somewhere. He says it's either B or C. Do you know who Ben Wright is?
Sadly, no, which makes me sad because here's the first Disney question I've been stumped on. So, who is Ben Wright?
Who is Ben Wright? That's like a philosophy thesis.
I will sure research him. I'll sure look him up when I'm done with this episode to look into this and learn something for sure.
That's one good thing with this show. It teaches stuff, right?
Exactly. Like I learned about Fredonia.
That's a lesson you probably don't want to remember, but yeah.
So it's okay. The Jungle Book or Great Mouse Detective?
That's what he said. Yeah. So my guess is to guess one of them because you have nothing to lose.
I'm just trying to think of the cast in the Jungle Book, and I'm not remembering Ben Wright. And I don't know the cast of the Great Mouse Detective, except for Vincent Price, of course. He's so memorable in that movie. I'm gonna go with B, the Jungle Book. Final answer. Let's go for it.
Your final answer? Okay, you had no idea. Eli said either B or C, and you went with B. You get this right, you're in the game. You get it wrong, that's in the game. You leave with 32,000. Milan, your answer is wrong.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry. You leave with 32,000. It was Great Mouse Detective.
It was.
This is Ben Wright. He is in The Sound of Music. He played Roger
in
the Dalmatians. He played Akela in The Jungle Book and Grimsby in Little Mermaid.
That's so good to know, and I'm a fan of The Sound of Music too. So now I learned who that is.
Yeah, you probably recognize this character from Sound of Music.
I sure do.
So
he's Roger.
Yeah.
Wow.
A funny story is when they hired him for The Little Mermaid, the filmmakers, they didn't realize that he had done voice work for Disney before. He had to tell them, like, by the way, I was Roger and Dalmatians and Akela and Jungle Book.
That's really funny, actually.
Yeah, he's like, by the way, I know this stuff already. If I remember correctly, I think Little Mermaid was his last film role before he died. So.
Wow. And I actually like the character of Grimsby. He's a fun character.
Yeah, so
wow, that's a cool thing to learn. I'm glad I've learned this.
Yeah, it's much better fact than Fredo. Yeah. And I think this is a guy who deserves to be remembered. Like he's done a lot for Disney right there.
For sure. And The Sound of Music is fantastic too.
Exactly. So anyway.
Which is kind of gonna be a Disney property if the Fox deal goes through. So
yeah, I guess anything's a Disney property now with these deals.
Pretty much.
But anyway, so I'm sorry you leave with 32,000 for a total score of 52,000 for both rounds, which I'm sorry you're not the winner, but it was wonderful having you on for 2 episodes this season. And before we go, is there anything you want to say? Or how can people find you online?
Well, first, thank you so much, Mark, for being a great host and for having me on the show. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I learned something, which I really enjoy learning about. And you can find me online at Milan_Darling on any social media account. Well, not MySpace, but the other ones. So, yeah. I don't think so. Oh, it's funny. Here's a little segue, but it's referenced in Iron Man, which I think is super funny. He's like, "Don't post this on MySpace." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Nice.
Anyway, it's super funny. Anyway, thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate having you on, and I'll put a link to your challenge below. So for those of you watching, Milan didn't make it to the million, but we have 4 more contestants. Maybe one of them will make it to the million and/or win the game. So keep watching for the next 4. Bye.